Thursday, you guys. Welcome to the morning tea. We're so happy you made it. I'm Maddison Hill.
And I'm Courtney Revolution.
We have a lot of tea to discuss today. Yes. We're already getting British, so that's exciting. Hello to our UK people. We're going to talk about Tana Mongeau briefly because she's getting a lot of press and media attention for this, and I don't want to give her too much more. We're also going to talk about Paris Hilton and KJ Apa. Random, but something might be brewing. No? Okay, well, something's brewing.
Paris, you're one of my top 3 celebrities.
No. Also, we have a little Miley and Kaitlynn update for you guys. Kaitlynn recently celebrated a birthday, and her and Miley were all over each other, and they actually posted it on social media. So we're going to talk about that. We also, of course, are going to talk about Camila Cabello. She released 2 songs today. She's on the cover of Elle magazine, and she is spilling the tea about her and Shawn Mendes. Kinda.
But is she though?
Kinda.
I don't think she is.
She's saying one thing, but then her actions are doing something completely different.
The photographs saying something else.
Is really annoying. But obviously we're gonna get into it. We're probably gonna upset some people today, but
it's okay.
What else is new?
It's okay.
It's a Thursday, you know? We kind of do that in every day that ends in Y.
Grab a Kleenex and get over it.
It's fine. We're also going to talk a lot about Ariana Grande. We have a lot of Ari news for you guys. I know you guys are always asking for it in the chat. A lot of Ari news. She has a new man.
Okay.
Frankie Grande, her brother, is confirming it. Also, interesting turn of events. Right after she's suing Forever 21 for $10 million for copying her name and likeness, someone is coming for Ariana and saying, whoa. Hold on to those 10 millions, girl, because you actually copied me. Thank you next.
Well.
Or no, not thank you next. 7 rings.
How'd that work?
I don't know how that works. I don't know how you can sue for copying, but then also.
You also copy.
Undercover also copy. It's very interesting. So we're going to talk a lot about Ariana Grande. Woo. And if you guys watch RuPaul's Drag Race, you're going to really love today's show because we are getting into it.
Oh, yeah. Ponytails might fly. They might fly.
We're also going to talk about Cardi B. She is defending herself against that Instagram live where she went for the 10-year-old boys.
Of course she is.
She, of course, is saying it's all on us. Everyone's chopping it up and yada, yada, yada. But again, if someone can find a picture of a Travis Scott concert and show me where the little white boys are in that crowd, let me know. Because
exclusively and only. You get what I'm saying?
I'm confused by that.
Seems to be a pretty diverse
crowd. We'll get into that. We're also having a little Justin and Hailey news. Hailey has babies on the brain. The crystal ball predictions are coming true once again. What else is
Maddison, real quick. Let me address the girls. Y'all, leave me alone. Get out of my mentions and our DMs. We're going to keep talking and making speculations. Girl, go outside and get some air.
I know.
Because it's coming true.
I know, it's coming true. It is coming true. She's putting it out there on social media for us to discuss.
No tears, just tea, Maddison.
We're also going to talk about Selena Gomez, her recent Instagram post of her just living her best life.
I saw that.
I know we have maybe some new Selenators today, so if you're a Selenator in the chat, go ahead and share this with all of your Selena lovers because we are going to talk about your girl today.
Oh, yes, go.
We caused some stirrings on Twitter with our Selena comments and all
girl,
that stuff.
Sure did.
I'm just letting you guys know. If you're new, thank you. Hello. Also, let the other Selenators know to come here for their tea.
They pulled that clip, Maddison. You was speaking that truth.
I was really
it was like,
my grandma Flap was like,
you know what?
Talking about Selena Gomez. That's what was happening. We're also going to talk about a little Card Dinner Tea time. We're going to talk about Chloe and those recent Instagram posts that don't even look like Chloe. And then, of course, we'll bring it home run with this Sofia and Courtney news because it's actually incredibly surprising to me that they are finally making their friendship Instagram official after all of this time, 1, and 2, conveniently, right before what's premiering, when Courtney and Scott are going to be, the highlight of the show. It's a lot.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Because I know that this was not on the docket, and I know we're going to
keep
saying
Mac
this in the chat. Yes. Mac Miller's drug dealer, they got him.
Yes.
Okay? He's like 23 years old, which I was shocked about.
We did a story actually about this yesterday. We were one of the first ones to kind of put the news on YouTube, which was great. But it's actually incredibly sad. But also, in a sense, I always felt like this is kind of what happened, like that he was sold dirty drugs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he was going...
No.
And fentanyl is just so scary, and that's what caused Demi Lovato to overdose.
If y'all seen Euphoria, y'all saw how there was
I haven't seen. Oh, the one show you've seen that I haven't seen.
I did because it was a trend, and I was curious, and I love Zendaya. It was like a drip.
Okay.
Drip, and she was, she was laid out.
It's 50 times more potent than heroin.
I couldn't imagine.
So what happened is the DEA and LAPD arrested this guy. He lived in the Hollywood Hills. He was very young.
He was 20-something.
Yeah, again, just
get a job.
A real job, because he considered that a job, I'm sure. And he admitted to, or they had proof, I guess. He hasn't, I don't know if he's admitted it yet. He was supposed to appear in court yesterday for the first time. But they had evidence to prove that he knew the cocaine was laced with fentanyl or the oxycodone was laced with fentanyl and still sold it to Mac Miller.
I read a report that said he texted someone. They pulled his little text messages and he said, "I will probably die in a jail."
Oh, after Mac Miller was found dead?
Yep.
Oh my God. So it is very sad.
The silver lining is justice will be served.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I
I hope this helps Ariana in a sense, because I know she's still mourning and we know she's really been going through it recently on tour. So hopefully this will help give his family and her and all of his fans a little peace of mind that yes, well, he did, because I saw some people being like, well, no one forced him to take the drugs, no one forced him to do this. True, but he also was not planning on overdosing. That was never his intent. I'm not saying that, him taking the drugs was right, wrong, whatever, but he was sold dirty drugs and somebody knew that they were selling him dirty drugs, and that's wrong.
Tragedy.
All of it's wrong.
And lock him up. Period.
Exactly. We have Miss Mika.
Mika! Nice to meet ya! Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she love the tea-ya. No Tamara, it's Mika, and we see ya.
Yes, thank you, Mika. She said thank you for making my morning and warming my heart for my song. Love you guys so much. That song is always stuck in my head. Like when we go back to the office, I'll literally be like, Miss Mika,
nice to meet ya.
Like it's so good, it's so catchy. We need a mixtape with that on there.
The Mika mixtape.
The Mika mixtape. Yes, whole dealer's responsible. I see a lot of you guys saying, Kaitlynn, he didn't know what it was or how potent it was. Yeah. Absolutely. R.I.P. Mac Miller. Good morning from Houston. We have Kate from Houston in there. Raven goes, I found myself singing it in the shower, LMAO.
Me, Raven. Miss Mika, it's so nice to meet ya.
Oh,
she's always on fleek. As you're scrubbing your scalp.
Oh, a gospel version.
Yes.
I'm into it.
Yes,
I'm into it. We have Jonathan saying, love you guys. I'm an Arianator. I'm wearing my Ariana Grande crew neck today and waiting patiently for the Ariana news. Love you. Oh, Jonathan, we love you too. I know you are always one of the people asking for Ariana news in the chat. And we have a lot of it today for you. So just hold on. We will get to it. We have hi from South Africa.
I want to read something from Carmen. Carmen said, I just made my first live, you guys. I love you so much. You have no idea how excited I am to be in this chat. You guys are my favorite and get me through all my workouts.
Yay! Thank you, Carmen.
You better get your cardio on, Carmen.
Also, let me know what workouts you're doing, because I haven't worked out in like 2 weeks. And
That's okay.
Is it though?
It's okay, because
I don't think it is.
You sometimes need a little break. So half the month on, half the month off, and you work your way up.
I was getting dressed this morning. I was like, oh, I can tell I haven't worked out.
You know what, Maddison?
Let me go get that spray tan real quick. Just cover up the fat. You know what I'm saying?
It all begins with just showing up to the gym.
If you can't tone it, tan it. That's my motto.
Hey, if it gets you through the night, girl,
it gets me through. It gets me to the weddings. It gets me in the outfits. It's fine. We're rolling through it. We have Colorado. Debbie says, good morning from Colorado, guys. I've missed you guys so much. Paula's also from Colorado. That was crazy. 2 Colorados right back to back.
Colorado.
Carmen is screaming.
I'm so happy,
Carmen. We're glad you finally made it. Making it live is so much more fun. Of course, I agree. Watching it back is fun too, but it's really fun to be able to talk with you guys live. We love chatting with the T-Tribe and of course new friends. So please, if you guys are watching right now, share it with a friend, share it with your family.
Tweet it out.
Share it with a coworker. I've had a couple people message me and be like, all the ladies in the office, we have it low-key on, and then we all talk about it, and I love that.
I love that. If y'all are kikiing, if you're in the bathroom at school right now, stop it, but we support you. You know what I'm saying?
Or if you're at work. If you're at work, if the baby's taking a nap, whatever you're doing, we support what you gotta do to get the tea time in. We are here. We're here for you, just like you guys are here for us.
Every day.
We have Spain and Russia. Diana in the chat. She said, I love you so much. Can I get a shout out? I finally made it after 2 weeks to the live.
You made it!
You made it. Hello. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Phoenix, Magdalene, first time actually on live, and it's lit.
Ooh.
Oh, then you should make sure. We're always lit.
Oh, yeah, we always
Sometimes we get lit at 8:30 in the morning, and it's a bit much.
It'd be lit.
You know
It'd be a lituation.
It's a lituation. We have Portland. London, Ontario, Louisiana.
I want to shout out Cindy J. Cindy with an S. My favorite Big Brother player in Canada is Cindy with an S. So I always love Cindy
so
when I see her.
Yeah. All right, you guys. I think it is time that we get into the tea.
Is it tea time, darling?
It is tea time. Hello from Georgia. Jamie, I have not had my pumpkin spice latte yet of the season. That's because it's literally 100 degrees still in LA.
Here, you guys.
Yesterday, I left here and it said 100 degrees in my car. And I was dying. You know my upper lip sweat. Out of control.
Madison, I walked home from the gym yesterday and I was a puddle by the time I got home.
So I haven't tried the pumpkin spice latte yet or the new, maybe I'll do the cold brew. The like cold
There's like a foam, right?
Yeah. Because then we could at least do that without sweating to death. But I'm totally a basic bee and absolutely will be having pumpkin spice. Okay.
And you know what, Madison? I have a question before we get started. Because I'm mad. What is so basic about pumpkins? It's fall.
It's just like turned into this cultural thing that like basic bees love, like
shut
pumpkins
up, y'all.
And flannels.
I don't think that's basic.
And blanket scarves.
I think that's on trend.
Oh, see, I
don't think it's basic.
See, I've just openly accepted that like I'm a basic bee.
Madison, you're not basic. You just like what you like, so own it.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
You're not if you like
I feel
pumpkins.
like when people see me, they're like, oh, there's that little blonde perky girl. And I'm
Madison,
like,
you are the Madison Hill. If you like pumpkin and spice and lattes, please go and get it and don't feel basic.
Exactly. Or just own it.
Own it. Whatever you do, own it.
Own it, own it, own it, own it. Okay, hi from Oklahoma. My grandpa's from Oklahoma.
Ooh.
So, hi. Okay, that was random.
Hi.
So, sorry, random. You guys know that we get distracted because we want to kiki all day.
Jamie said sweet potato latte.
A sweet potato latte. I've had a sweet potato cake, or sweet potato pie, and that's really good. Oh, at the farmer's market in Larchmont. Yum. Okay.
A fresh one.
Here, a fresh one. Okay. Tana Mongeau, you guys. Billie Eilish unfollowed her on Instagram. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
And she decided to make a 15-minute video about
Literally
it. Of her crying, drinking wine.
She cried?
Yeah, she was teary-eyed.
Girl.
Yeah.
You're gonna see Billie somewhere.
Yeah.
Girl, buy the VIP. You can ask her yourself.
I know. What really just grinds my gears is that she made this 15-minute video about an unfollow and got 1.7 million views and counting, and I just don't understand why. Why are millions of people watching a video about Billie Eilish and following Tana Mongeau? Can someone let me know? Night Runner, our Tillamook girl.
Ooh.
Hey, Maddison and Courtney.
What's up?
Hope you are well. And sorry, Tillamook has been busy with mom stuff lately.
That's okay.
You made it here.
That's okay. You don't check in on us.
We actually talked about you yesterday. We said we missed our Tillamook girl because we love cheese and ice cream. So we're so happy you're back.
Good to see you.
Lady A, love the purple. Very handsome.
Oh, thank you.
You are very handsome.
Thank you.
You are.
I go to the gym a little bit.
Oh, he goes to the gym a lot. He is ripped under these sweaters. Trust me. Also, I'm not hating on Tana, Jessica. It perplexes me and it just mind boggles me a little bit that she makes these videos that it's basically about just an unfollow.
Also, Billie Eilish just came out with a music video recently. Billie Eilish is just popular in general, so of course any content that you make about her is going to be popular when you
amongst the young kids. Yeah.
Exactly. When you couple her clout with Tana Mongeau's clout and you add you sprinkle a little drama.
Yeah.
That's the perfect recipe for a classic Tana Mongeau video.
It's working for her.
And look, she's got her Billie Eilish jewelry on. She's on trend. I don't think that it's a big deal because Tana Mongeau is rich AF and she can buy a meet and greet any time of the day.
True.
So, next.
Okay, I agree.
Moving on.
I want to shout out Autumn. She said, morning, darling. So excited. Got my doctor degree. Congratulations.
Whoa.
Dr. Autumn.
Dr.
Autumn. We have T-Tribe members making moves.
Dr.
So congratulations, Dr. A. Not Lady A anymore, Dr. A.
You know how much you have
Lady
to
A, excuse me, Lady A is separate from
Autumn.
Dr. A. But
you know how many years you gotta go to school for that?
Oh, a long time. My dad went to school for a long time.
Shout out to everyone in the health profession.
Yeah,
and in school.
Yeah, congratulations.
School is not
that
easy.
is amazing. I love Cloud Chaser much. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about this Paris Hilton and KJ Apa news.
Yeah, get
I
into
find
that.
it fascinating. Okay, so apparently there was like this celeb-filled house party a couple weeks back. This was recently, but it's just now, of course, people are chirping because we
Where
know
was
that's
our
usually
invite,
happens.
Madison Hill?
Good question. I don't know.
Paris, call us.
We are on your team. We
always.
stand. We
Oh,
stand you.
yes.
You have one of my favorite lines on television ever.
What's that? That's
When
how-
she was talking about, when she
Walmart?
was talking about Lindsay Lohan. She's
beyond.
Beyond. One of my favorite things ever. Anyway, Paris Hilton and KJ Apa from Riverdale were reportedly getting really flirty at this house party.
Okay.
A source told this to Us Weekly. I guess Paris was really getting her flirt on with KJ Apa.
Okay.
Kind of an interesting couple. Riverdale, Paris Hilton were kind of like, what? Also, last we heard KJ Apa was reportedly dating Britt Robertson because they're in this new movie together.
Okay.
That's coming out. It's called I Still Believe. It actually looks really, really freaking sad. Have you seen the preview?
No, I haven't.
It's basically Britt Robertson has like a terminal illness that they can't figure out, and then KJ Apa is like this famous Christian singer, and so they're trying to like, you know what I'm saying?
I get it, but
it's like she's dying and they don't know what's wrong, and then
here's a Christian singer
he's trying to
coming
have his career. I know he's definitely Christian because they they
An
talk about like
interesting
praying
story.
for her and stuff. Yeah, it looks so sad. Lady A, it was supposed to be.
Hey, you know, lady,
it's totally fine.
You're fine, lady. We
You're
love
totally
you.
fine. We love you. We love you. We love
Always.
you. Yeah, what do you think? Paris Hilton, KJ Apa?
Paris is having some fun, first of all. I don't believe that this is anything serious. Paris Hilton I don't ever see Paris Hilton dating anyone seriously that is in the industry.
Yeah.
I feel like she's been there, done that, seen the other girls do that, and look how they look.
She's looking for a millionaire, an entrepreneur.
She needs someone to match her boss.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Someone that's not gonna care when she's out releasing 20 more fragrances. She has to have someone that she can trust. It's very hard for her to trust people.
Right.
She's Paris Hilton.
No,
you know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? I see her with like, you know how Rihanna got her man? And Eve got her man?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what she needs.
Like a businessman who's very successful.
With a castle.
We don't really know him until he's dating Paris Hilton, and then it's like, oh, entrepreneur, Manhattan entrepreneur, blah, blah, blah.
He needs to be
with
like
a net worth of $1 billion.
like a Count Dracula.
Oh.
He's got to have a castle.
But
He's
not
got to
creepy,
be
but
not creepy, but like he needs to have a castle, some J.K. Rowling all the way over there. Y'all don't see that? She has to be with someone that's only gonna be about her.
Now I just picture Paris Hilton like walking around in a cape.
No,
with, like,
imagine her coming
vampire
down the
teeth.
spiral castle staircase, beautiful gowns. Imagine that. And she's like,
And a big ruby.
I found peace in my solitude. Like, you know what I mean? I can see that.
I
Paris,
stay
do that.
young by drinking blood.
Yes!
Kim W. watching you guys at work, grading papers and enjoying the tea. Oh my gosh.
Welcome.
I used to love helping my teachers grade papers. Like they would let me do that.
You
oh
said
my gosh.
wrong,
Oh
wrong.
yeah, and then like put the star if kids got it right. Like, oh, I loved
Me
doing
with
that.
red.
I loved doing that.
Big red X.
Wrong. So that's amazing.
70, 0.
Thank you, Kim W. Okay, should we move on?
Wait,
and
yes, it's
what?
Tori said, but I thought Paris was already engaged. Tori, girl, that fell through.
Yeah, that engagement
That fell through, Tori.
unfortunately was broken off. He did give her a really big ring that I think she still has. I don't think she's given it back. But yeah, Paris Hilton was engaged. That is ended. If you guys haven't watched The American Meme on Netflix, you should watch that. It's really interesting, and it's basically about how Paris Hilton like started this entire social media age,
Honestly.
and we didn't even know it.
Yeah.
But it goes into, she does talk about how like she's really lonely and it's
Yeah.
very hard for her to date and all this stuff. So maybe a Dracula type would be good. Actually,
That's what
now
I've always imagined that for her.
now that I'm talking about it more and more, I'm convincing myself. that you're
Paris, come
probably
home
right.
to the castle. Like girl.
Let me suck your blood.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now
Woo.
we're really getting into the fall and
Beautiful
Halloween.
gowns. Like I can see that.
The fall and Halloween spirit. Devin says, are you supposed to give back engagement wedding rings when you split? I honestly don't know. This was something we also talked about because Miley hasn't given Liam back the engagement/wedding ring, and she
want it?
doesn't really plan on it. I feel like engagement rings you should probably give back, right? I don't know.
But then when you
I
do
don't
that,
know how
sorry,
that
I don't
works.
want you no more.
Married and engaged people, can you weigh in here? Because I don't
Yeah.
really know what the custom is or like what you should do.
Yeah, I don't
And also I
know.
just hope that whenever I get engaged and then married, it's forever and I never have to worry about this. So I don't even want the juju, so just someone let me know. BB Paris dates only good looking dudes. Go girl, YOLO.
That's
She
the
really
tea.
does.
That's the tea.
She's got good taste.
The girl, yes.
Expensive.
And exquisite, darling.
It is.
Woo.
And thank you, Mary Fish.
Mary.
Thank you.
Hey, Mary.
People are saying it depends. Kim W says once you're married, they're yours. We have our Portugal audience member, T-Tri member, Pergradi?
Where's
They
that?
asked for a shout out, but I can't say it right.
Oh, I didn't
what
see
else
it.
is new? Let's see. Miley needs to give Liam back his 10 years. Sorry, I just heard for him.
Samantha said, my ex-husband left me. I kept all the jewelry.
Yes,
Samantha.
Yes. We
Better
have
hit 'em up
Aaron saying,
style.
engagement ring you get back. If you're married, you keep them. Okay, interesting.
But then what do? You pass that down to the children? Do you sell it? What do you do with that? You just have it to be sad over?
Someone said that Miley might sell her ring and then donate the profits to a charity.
Okay, the Happy Hippie Foundation. I don't want to hear nothing else. That's your foundation. All that money better go right to that foundation and help the LGBTQ homeless youth in LA.
Okay. I think it was
random that I knew so much about that.
I don't know why
really
you
fast.
just knew that. That was a lot of facts. That was a lot of facts.
That's where that money needs to go.
Okay, Carrie says also, why not let her keep it? The next girl would be mad if you tried to propose with that ring.
That's where my thought process is.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I think it's interesting. We have someone saying, Wendy says she sold it too. Maria says sell it and go on vacation.
Lady T-Joy said my mom gave me her wedding ring from when she was married to my dad.
That's nice. That's sentimental, and it's staying in the family. So
like
I think that's good. Yeah, an heirloom.
An heirloom.
Okay, let's move on, and actually, let's talk about Miley and Kaitlynn. So Kaitlynn turned 31 this week.
Beautiful.
Her and Miley, of course, celebrated together, and we finally got to see some pictures of them on their social media.
Okay.
Oh, aside from Italy, back in LA, living their life. Well, a source told In Touch Weekly at these birthday celebrations, Miley and Kaitlynn were all over each other.
Of course.
They didn't care who saw, which I'm like,
can't be tamed.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like this is why Liam is so upset, because she's just so all over Kaitlynn anytime in public.
But it's a different kind of relationship now. Every relationship is different. Just because she wasn't out with Liam every day.
That's true.
And, I mean,
well,
it's
you're gonna like this, because the source made sure to confirm that it is for real. It's not for publicity. This is a real relationship. They're really falling for each other, and Miley's so happy you wouldn't even know she's going through a divorce.
Is the slide away? What is it? Slide away?
Yes.
Slip away. Is that music video coming out soon?
It must be. The Malibu Hills and the Pills. It must be. I don't know.
Girl. Madison, you know what I realized? I realized that you've seen the Fairly Odd Parents before?
Yes.
I'm literally Mr. Crocker. Every time I'm about to do like a pop culture conspiracy, like I feel like the fans in the stands think that I'm like, Fairly Odd Parents! And I'm like, it's just calculated to me. Like, no.
No,
if there's a music video coming within the next 2 weeks, it's all calculated.
I just feel like, again, I don't know how, I don't know. Divorced people, let me know. I don't know how you can go through a divorce or break up with someone who you spent 10 years of your life with and jump into another relationship and be so in love and be so happy and just be like, okay, ready to go, round 2.
And Brody and Kaitlynn have been together for do we know how long?
I think a little over, they weren't together like that long. Also, I think Brody and Kaitlynn, it's really hard to compare Miley and Liam to them just because
I think
they
about
had
the
a very
four of
different.
them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like,
how they all hung out.
Where did the lines blur with the 4 of them?
I don't know. There had to have been one night where Miley and Kaitlynn were by themselves and a line was crossed. For it to be going this seamless and them to be this into each other already. No, I don't know how that happens, but I think that's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Now, Miley said we can call her a lot of things, hillbilly, whatever, but she said she's not a liar. Now, Miley, can you put out a statement or snitch to someone that can come and tell us when the lines was blurred? I have a lot of questions. You get what I'm saying? What is Brody? What happened?
Yeah.
Brody, you need some more airtime. What happened?
Brody's trying to, I saw something that was like, Brody says he's happy that Kaitlynn and Miley are so happy. I think Brody is riding the wave of the publicity with them. Like, remember the weed bouquet for his birthday? Like, I think Brody is like, yeah, man, hang 10. This is awesome. Hills season 2. And Liam is just in Australia, like, actually hanging 10 and just like, really upset.
I have a hot take, and I have to be messy real quick. And I apologize to the entire cast of The Hills because I love and respect y'all, obviously.
Except people who weren't on the actual show, The Hills.
Even Misha, I respect you. Don't you feel like, Lauren's out of the picture, she's got her own kid, businesses, podcast, and now everyone is allowed to like sort of like run wild with the leftover clout that she just, like, you know what I mean? It kind of feels like Lauren said, all right, MTV, I'm done with this circus. Do what y'all gotta do. And now everyone is like, Spencer's like, I can do this. And Brody's like, well, here I am. And Caitlin's like, well, we're gonna do this. Like, you know what I mean? It seems very like, how are we gonna keep this boat afloat?
All of it seems stunty. All of it seems stunty.
And Lauren was never that girl.
No. Lauren was all about actually living her life. And I think her life was just dramatic. You know what I mean? She was a young 20s, dating around in LA within one friend group.
Trying to do some fashion classes.
Trying to do some fashion classes.
Like, leave my girl alone.
Just trying to wear a Hollister headband and call it a day. You know, I relate.
Some big white sunglasses. Me.
Oh my God, the Dior ones
Girl.
that I had to go out and get the same pair.
You know, I had some Fior from the swap meet. I had some Fior. Oh, yes.
Me in Kansas City at my pool, just with these big sunglasses. Everyone being like, you have bug eyes. I'm like, Lauren Conrad has these sunglasses.
Imagine me with an Element t-shirt on, some cargo shorts on, and my Fior sunglasses on, with a backwards hat on. Couldn't tell me nothing.
We're happy we're here now. We're
Yes.
happy we're here now.
But that's how I feel. I feel like it's all stunted.
Rebecca says most celebrities are dramatic, which is true. We have Olivia saying Liam is keeping a low profile, so I don't think this is a stunt for him. I agree, Olivia. I don't think Liam has any dog in this fight, so to speak. Like, I think he just wants the media circus to stay surrounded around Miley, Kaitlynn, and Brody, and he just wants to kind of be in Australia and let it die down, but sadly, it's just not dying down.
I think that there was something secret going on.
Yeah, you think that there was like a little swinging situation.
That's honestly, truly, in my blood, what I feel. I really, truly feel like there was something going on, potentially speculation on confirmation, and Liam said, okay, y'all are not about to ruin my bag and my image. I gotta go. Pack the surfboard up and we out.
BRB.
That's what I feel like.
And you might be right.
I could be wrong, but that's what it's give. That's what the facts are
You could
giving
be
me.
wrong, but you haven't been wrong really ever, so you're probably right. Okay, let's move on and talk about Camila Cabello, because I see you guys talking about her in the chat.
Okay.
Camila Cabello, shocker, dropped 2 songs today. She did drop a music video as well for her song Shameless. I didn't make it through the entire video, if I'm being completely honest with you. I did see some Camila lookalikes all doing some choreography. That looked interesting. She was in a confessional. That was interesting.
I have not seen the music video because I may react, but I did hear both songs.
What do you think of the songs?
Camila ship. I was gonna say Camila shippers.
Camila fans.
Camila stands. I mean, go off. I'm not gonna see it.
Yeah.
I didn't like them.
Right.
They weren't my favorite at all.
I think compared to Havana, I was a little disappointed.
And I don't want to
For me.
compare it to Havana.
Yeah.
I mean, she did the dual release before, but for me, it was very clear which of the 2 songs was going to be the girl. And for this one, maybe I got to give it a couple more listens.
Yeah.
But I feel, and this is how I feel like the hype completely overshadowed the actual music. Maybe I need to go and watch the music video.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Sometimes the music video will win over a song for me, but it's just...
I mean, we know I'm pretty easily entertained, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I am easily entertained.
And I like her.
And I like her, and I was like, okay, I love that, you know, the Spanish vibes.
Yeah.
I love all of that. But I agree. I don't know. I wasn't totally into it like I was her previous stuff.
Exactly. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, like I said in the office, Taylor put out Me, You Need to Calm Down.
Yeah.
Some people were like, oh, well.
I wasn't like obsessed with Me when I heard it.
Yeah.
You know.
Girl, you know.
I know you were.
I feel like this, maybe, on the album, she has some booty clappers.
Okay, I hope so.
I'm not saying that's the only thing I'm looking for from her. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted something interesting, and this
wasn't giving it to you.
Forgettable.
Okay, well, she also was on the cover of Elle magazine, and she opened up about her relationship with Shawn Mendes. The comments she made are incredibly frustrating to me. She said, people can say and speculate whatever they want, but at the same time, her and Shawn are going to live their own lives, enjoy it, and fall for each other like nobody is watching, although they make sure that we're always watching and doing things in front of the paparazzi, because she wants to protect her, that's how she wants to live. She went on to say that she never wants to open the door for people to feel like they're involved. That's why she's so tight-lipped about it. Because I want to protect it. Tight-lipped about what? They're always making out everywhere. There's pictures of them in Canada where she's literally, I must demo, like hanging on him while walking. Like, we get it. You're together. Why? Why are you throwing it in our face and then doing an interview and being like, oh, I just want to protect it.
And the project is called Romance.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all.
Protect what? You're already out in the paparazzi. If I was doing this interview, I'd be like, yeah, we're together. We're so, we're falling for each other. We don't care who sees. It is what it is.
Fairy godparents! Didn't I literally say that? Haven't I been saying that all of this Shamila mess is press for her upcoming project?
Yeah.
Never even knew the project was called Romance. Y'all don't really,
Yeah.
Maddison.
I know. I agree with you.
Let me also say this. I'm happy that Camila is happy.
Yeah, of
right?
course. Of
Because
course.
I see a lot of fans on my timeline, I'm just glad Camila's happy. Same. I just understand that the PR of it all is that this is a business, and her being in a relationship with someone else, very notable, that we recognize in her demographic.
Who they have a past with, you know, a past together. People have always been waiting for them to be more than friends.
It helped drum up hype for the music, which unfortunately was underwhelming for me, in my opinion.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
So imagine if she wasn't in a relationship.
Would we be this excited?
Only the stans would care.
Right. Absolutely.
People, they do the romance thing so that people that don't even care about either of them can be a little curious and maybe give them that stream. All of the streams count.
No, absolutely. And I see, Lean, you're talking about the war between Camila and Lana Del Rey.
It's not a war.
Lana was accusing Camila of stealing her monologue concept.
She wasn't.
She commented
on Instagram, but y'all took it the wrong way. It was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, this is so good. And she even followed up and clarified that she was like, this is not what I meant.
I was going to say, she
Stands
defended her
relaxed.
comments. We have Jonathan saying Normani is better than Camila, in my opinion, period. We have Mackenzie saying Normani greater than Camila. I think Motivation was better received, but also Normani waited a long time to come out with her own song, with this music.
Yeah.
Like, it's been very different. Camila's already been having a solo career. This is Camila's, you know, next big project, next big thing. I think it's completely different.
I feel like sometimes it's unfair to compare Normani and Camila specifically, just because
they're in separate lanes.
Exactly. They were in the same group, but they both went on to do things at different times and different sounds. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it, and I also just hate this whole, I don't want to let anyone into our relationship, but yet we're making out over everywhere, you know, Canada, the United States.
She's allowed to do that. It's just own it.
But own it. Own it. Be like, yep, everyone sees us making out. That's because we're dating, and we're figuring it out and seeing where it goes.
You said on the first album, if you're into it, I'm into it.
Yeah. Let us know.
Let us know.
Nina, yes, purple and blue. Love you guys. Thank you, Nina.
Hey, Nina.
Thank you for always watching and being a T-Tribe member and chiming in.
Nina.
We appreciate you, Nina. She always kicks it off, too. Always kicks it off. So thank you, Nina.
That's the truth.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have we seen the stuff with Lil Nas X? Let's address this really quick because I've seen this a couple times in the chat. We did see the shop clip with Lil Nas X and Kevin Hart. Do you want to take this? Because I feel like
the only thing I want to say about it is I find it very interesting that Kevin Hart can make homophobic jokes and say that he would harm his son if he came out as gay, and then sit up in a barbershop with Lil Nas X, who's at the height of his career, who just came out, which was very brave, and say that, oh, there's no homophobia in the barbershop, or whatever he said. I felt like it was very gaslighty.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So,
and Lil Nas X handled himself very well with his response.
The tweets that you're referring to is why Kevin Hart wasn't able to host, was it the Oscars or the Grammy? Or I think it was the Oscars. Why he was removed as the host, because some tweets from like 2010, a long time ago, were surfaced where they were homophobic. And then he was in the barbershop, and I feel like, or on the shop episode, and I feel like he was trying to overcompensate for those tweets by being like, so what, he's gay, blah, blah, blah. But he like totally took Lil Nas X's moment, and I completely agree with you. Like, this is something I've even talked to you about. Like, I know that in the Black community, especially for males, coming out is a huge thing, and a lot of people just don't. And so I think for him to try to steal Lil Nas X's moment and like not let him explain himself was inappropriate.
I'm reading this comment from Lean, and I'm trying to be constructive before I respond. I did hear you, but I'm just reading.
I thought you were mad at what I was saying.
No,
I was like,
you're fine. I'm reading this, and my face
is
is reacting to that. So Lean says, Kevin was just using common sense. Lil Nas X's announcement has zero impact. No one cares anymore. We give him the proverbial pat on the back and call him brave, but it's all empty. Lean, with all due respect, you're full of expletive, and you don't know what you're talking about. Lil Nas X coming out had a huge impact. We've never had someone that has finessed his way into the industry, used social media to blow his own original song up, and then at the height of that all, at the end of Pride Month, as a Black gay male, do you understand what that was like to see Lil Nas X come out and say, hey, this is what it is, put a song on his track? Do you know how many rappers that y'all are listening to are really gay and terrified of being shot or losing their respect, do you understand how big of an impact that it was for Lil Nas X to come out and do that? I think you should recheck your history and understand what it's like to live as a gay black male in this society, but you probably won't because you're not one. So.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it might have not been a big deal to like the music community, but to his specific community, it's a really big thing to multiple communities. Absolutely. Everyone's saying speak on it. Yes. So I'm glad we addressed that because I saw a couple of you guys asking about the Kevin Hart Lil Nas X
I'm glad we brought that up. Yeah, good
and
job, y'all.
Kevin Hart is supposed to be out of the hospital. He had surgery. I think he had like a
three
different vertebrae. So he's on his way out. So hopefully he will make a full recovery. I think he's expected to. He's doing well. His wife said he's doing well. All of that stuff. Okay, let's talk about Ariana Grande because she is making a lot of headlines. First and foremost, let's talk about her new man.
Okay.
She is reportedly dating the guy from Social House, Mikey Foster.
Okay.
Which, if you remember, they did have that collab. They were making out in the music video. Everyone was like, kind of, do we ship? Do we not? What's going on? Well, Frankie Grande was talking to Us Weekly and was like, oh, we had a double date. We had a game night. It was so fun.
Cute.
And it's just funny because I'm like, ooh, you know, Ariana's like, Frankie, we're not coming out with this information
Or maybe
yet.
she said, go ahead.
Or maybe she said, I don't know.
She said, I ain't talking to nobody.
He's like, we're going to go. He's like, I'm going to go visit them on tour in a couple weeks. I can't wait to spend quality time with them. And I'm just like, literally me just spilling the tea about my friends and not knowing I wasn't supposed to say anything.
Do we ship them, Madison?
I don't really know much about him, to be honest.
Same. That's what I was going to say. I don't have enough receipts.
I think he's a good-looking guy. I did, you know, their music video together was very theatrical. It was very creative. They definitely didn't look like they minded making out with one another.
Yeah.
I think they're on tour together right now, right? He's touring with Ariana. So I feel like whenever you're on tour with somebody, it's easy to kind of blur the lines a bit. You know what I mean? You're traveling.
Very true.
I've heard tour can be very isolating for artists. So they're both going through the same thing at the same time. I think it'll be interesting to see if this relationship carries over post-tour, in my opinion. No? Not into it? I think Ari needs to be single for a little bit.
I was just about to say that. I feel Ariana, we can't control her life.
Yeah.
But I just...
So maybe it's like a little tour hookup, which is like totally okay. You know, get it on. It's fine.
I want Ariana
You're in a tour
with like a man.
Okay, not Mikey Foster.
Man.
Okay.
Like a snap-a-neck type man.
Like a Sabrina Parr man.
Yeah, like a man version, like a fitness personal trainer or something.
That maybe.
It's like like Britney's man. That's what Ariana needs. Sam Osbourne.
Oh my gosh, I will say, you brought my attention to him, and I'm so happy you did.
That's a good-looking man.
He is a good-looking man. Okay, let's also talk about Ariana and this whole stealing accusation situation. So you guys know earlier this week she was suing Forever 21 for $10 million, even though Forever 21 is bankrupt, and saying that they used her image and her likeness for a collection that they had that was very Seven Rings-esque.
Yeah.
And it was.
It definitely was.
And they did this after they wanted Ariana to be in the campaign. She said, here's my price, and then they just stopped communicating
They said,
with
girl, you ain't
her.
getting
They said,
that.
that's okay, we'll find your doppelganger and put her in some ears instead, and it'll be fine.
It'll be cheaper.
So Ariana, you know, is doing this lawsuit. Well, now a drag queen from RuPaul's Drag Race. I developed a speech impediment for a second, but we're back. Pheromone. Amazing name, by the way. Pheromone took to Twitter and called Ariana out and saying, that's so weird. I want some of your $10 million because I know that you took one of my looks from All Star Season 4, sent it to a designer, and said, I want this exact thing. So, and then her direct thing at the end is, I guess stealing from queer artists for profit is fine, though. That was how she ended her tweet.
How you feel about that?
Thank you, Shoshana. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thanks for being a T-Tribe member. I feel like I'm happy that Pheromone said something.
Me too, to be honest.
And I agree. I don't know how that works. And if she did like her look, I don't know why she didn't just go to Pheromone and be like, oh my God, I saw you on All Stars Season 4.
Frankie was on Drag Race.
I'm obsessed. I want the exact same thing. You know, what? Even if she just like Instagrammed a picture like, thank you for the inspo, this would all have gone away. All have gone away. Pheromone went on to say that she blames Ariana's team. She doesn't blame the designer. You know, I saw something that she was like, the designer needs their money. They need a coin.
The designer,
like,
I believe, was a fellow drag queen.
Yes. Yes.
So,
and she said that she wasn't looking to sue anybody. She just wanted this information out there. Basically calling Ariana out, being like, okay, you're suing Forever 21 for $10 million. But
what about what you did?
Literally did the same thing to me.
You got to look when you point the finger, because you got a couple pointing right back at you.
Yep.
That's the truth.
What do you think Ari needs to do to rectify the situation?
Give Pheromone her money, period. Period. That designer got that money, right?
That's true.
You paid that designer, right? Give Pheromone her coin.
Yeah.
Period.
No, that's true.
And show up at a Pheromone show.
Natalie NH, she said, why not bring it up before, though? That's because Pheromone just met the designer recently, and the designer said, hey, I just want you to know, you know, I designed Ariana's look for 7 rings, and this is the picture they sent me. It's of you. And I think the designer was doing it as, oh my God, look how cool.
Yeah.
You inspired Ariana's 7 rings, iconic look. And then Pheromone was like, but damn, she's suing Forever 21 for the exact same thing.
You know what I
think?
think?
I would like a piece of that $10 million.
She's going to make that right. Can I tell you why? Because someone brought up something very important in the chat. She did the same thing happened with 7 Rings in general. Remember Soulja Boy and 2 Chainz came out?
Yes. And there was another artist too. It was a female, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember, but there was a lot.
I feel like a lot of the stans were like, Ariana, we ain't letting this go. They tweeted her for days until Ariana went and did that song with 2 Chainz that no one remembers or heard.
Yeah.
She went and did it.
Yeah, she did.
I think there's even a video for it. We didn't watch that. It was like, Ariana, make this right. And I think that she did that. Now, I would not be surprised if in a few months, we see Ariana pop up throwing $100 bills at Pheromone at her show. I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like that's in her character to do.
I think that she'll do that. I mean, I'm hoping that she'll do that. I know she'll do something to rectify the situation because ultimately, well, it is Ariana. She also has a team of people who are styling her and wanting this. So while Ariana's a little bit at fault, I feel like what sucks is her team is the real people at fault.
My thing is, we know Ariana is a fan of Drag Race. She was on the show. So you know who Pheromone is, and you know that outfit when you put it on.
Yeah, that's very true.
There's no way to get around that, y'all. So don't call Pheromone no clout chaser. Ariana was on this show. We've seen it. Ask the gays. We've seen it.
Yeah. That's true.
We've seen it. So you knew what you was doing when you put that on. You put them little buns in your head.
You knew.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I know.
And you know I love I love Ariana Grande. I'm just saying, you know what you did.
You
Lauren
still have
Conrad.
to, sometimes you just got to call it out. You just got to call it. Also, I want to shout out Dai Diaz. Thank you guys for making all this hurricane mess go better. Love the colors y'all wearing. Look like a whole meal. Both of y'all. Thank you so much. And yes, you guys, we're hoping. I know the hurricane is getting worse. I know it's bumped up to a category 3 in some places. I've been getting updates on my phone. So please just everyone stay safe, and we're so happy that we can kind of be a distraction for a little bit for an hour of your day. So thank you for spending that with us. That means a lot. So thank you. Okay, let's talk about Cardi B real quick.
Okay.
I want to address this. So yesterday we talked about how this group of 10-year-old boys, which actually they're quadruplets, so they're all brothers, they made a diss track about Cardi. They put it on their Instagram and went viral. Then there was an Instagram live where she was addressing little white boys. She seemed really upset. Okay. Now, Cardi B is tweeting, clarifying herself, and saying that that live was chopped up and taken out of context. And actually what she was talking about in the live is a certain fan base who was coming for her about her Grammy win, but yet she still ended the tweet kind of being mad about the kids, saying like, she was like, why don't you go expletive to the parents that got little kids talking ish on others. It's like, again, Cardi, they're 10, it was funny, get over it.
She's upset that the parents were going to the media and stuff. But the only reason why they went to the
media
media
because the Barbie gang was threatening their children.
And my thing was, the reason they went to the media is because she gave it attention.
Yeah. Also, obviously who she's talking about is Travis Scott, which they already had an exchange on Twitter. But I think to call Travis Scott fans a bunch of little white boys,
I didn't like that generalization because I just watched that documentary and it wasn't a sea of white people, male or female. It was not. It just wasn't.
Young kids. Okay, the Travis Scott concerts are like mosh pit, wild. People are going crazy. Like I missed where there was a bunch of young white kids at the Travis Scott concert.
My other thing is like, I understand what it's like to have your footage taken and chopped up, right?
We have experienced that ourselves.
Of course.
Yeah.
But if you don't put it out there, you don't give Barties, Barbs, Stans, fans, whoever, the permission to sit up there and cut it up for you. If you don't give them the content by going on live every 5 seconds, then they can't do that. You get what I'm saying?
I also feel like this is an easy cop-out to be like, well, that's not who I was talking about. I was addressing somebody else, because she never actually calls anyone out by name. So I feel like it's just interesting to me that you say you were addressing a fan base when you're talking about go drink your milk, go stay in your lane, you know, you little kids, whatever, I'm too nice. It's like, I miss where you're talking about adult fans. And also, the timing of it all is very interesting. Tamara, shout out to Maddison for always responding to her fans on Instagram. Sorry, Courtney, I'm really trying to learn about Twitter, but I love you too.
I love you.
Yes, of course.
Madison's the Instagram girl. I'm definitely the Twitter. I live on Twitter.
And I
tweet
live on
every
Instagram.
25 minutes.
Mm-hmm. That's why we make such a good team. We got all of our bases covered.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I love chatting with you guys too. What do you think about all of this? Will Cardi ever stop?
This is what I want. I want Cardi B to find some peace because I feel like her soul is not resting because she responds to every single thing that goes out, and then she gets even more upset when people take that moment and they use it for clout. We did the same exact thing. If Cardi never responded to us, we wouldn't have sat up here the next day and made a video with her face in it and our faces in the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Stop giving people and the public and the media permission to drag you by simply giving us content. If Cardi B just laid low, I'm sure nobody would bother her until a magazine article came out and someone said something about her or music was ready. She reacts sometimes when it's not even no fire. We would have never even known about the boys. People would have never known about us had she not said nothing, had she not posted nothing.
No, it's true.
Chill out. Be a mother, which is not a read. Focus on Offset, building your family, career, and keeping your bag secure. You're a millionaire. Continue to make millions. Right? And I'm being so serious and genuine when I say it. It's frustrating.
It says Cloud Mags, our girl Cloud Mags. This is frustrating me because I love her music and she makes me feel empowered, so I wish she would use that towards new music. You're exactly right.
It's one of those things where I feel like if you're a certain kind of adult and you have a certain level of maturity, you gotta just block out everything that Cardi does on social media and exclusively listen to the music and just mute it and block it all.
Because I feel like her shtick is to kind of clap back at everything, but it's like that shtick is running out. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, okay, this is getting
It's not even exciting anymore.
Yeah.
It's giving us Tana Mongeau.
That's
what it's giving us, is that you're always looking for a controversy so that people can talk about you.
But she doesn't need any more press.
She should have never put that song out.
She doesn't need any more. She doesn't need any more. Okay, let's talk about the Biebers. The Biebs. Hailey shippers, you're going to be so happy about this. So, yes.
We must not be dragging them today.
We're also going to talk about Selena Gomez right after that. So, Selenators,
hang on, Selenators.
Let your other people know. Okay, so Hailey admitted to having babies on the brain. She posted on her Instagram story a shot of Justin at a fire and said, "You are very fine. Hi, future baby daddy."
When are y'all gonna leave me alone?
They're never.
But y'all know I hate Hailey though, and I don't predict nothing, and I don't see calculations, and I don't see a bigger picture ever.
Thank you, Meryl. She said, "I love you guys. I'm so late from the Philippines." Thank you, Meryl.
Oh, shout out to the Philippines.
Yes, we actually need to go to the Philippines. We got a big stand base there. So thank you, Meryl. We appreciate you. I just find it so funny, and the fact that she put future, I think she was trying to put out a flame. You know, she didn't want anyone to be like, "Oh my God, is she pregnant?" I just feeding into it all.
They're gonna have babies.
I know. I think after that ceremony, I'm convinced now, after that ceremony's done, a baby's going to be maybe within a month or two.
Baby Bieber is coming.
I was trying to will it away, but I think I just got to lean into it and lean into your prediction, and that's what's happening. I wanted you to be wrong about it because I don't think either of them are ready for a baby. My own personal opinion, that's no shade. I'm older. Actually, how old is Justin? I think he's close to our age.
I think so. Yeah.
And I'm not ready for a child, so I just feel like they're probably not ready for a child. But you know what? Whatever. I think it's gonna happen. I think they're waiting for that public display of marriage, so that way it's okay in the church's eyes and the public's eyes, and then.
And whose eyes is it gonna matter when she served them divorce papers?
Good question.
Whose eyes is it gonna matter then?
Good question. Jessica says, "Who calls their husband a future baby daddy?" I think that's just kind of like
it's a
little thing that younger people do now. Even my friends on Instagram who are pregnant with their husbands, they're like, "Oh, my baby daddy." I think it's just a thing. Why is Courtney giving me "I'm so Raven"
Oh, that's
vibe?
so Raven vibes.
Oh, that's so Raven.
Did I look into the future?
He does all the time.
I saw the BS.
He
No.
always. I'm dying at Anna Ledsey. I have 2 kids and I'm still not ready. That's literally gonna be me. I'm gonna be like, oh, what did I do?
You know, been through round 1 and 2.
What just came out of me? What's happening? They got yes. Let's see. They got married a while ago. I think T for T says, I think she read Kourtney predicting the baby saga and now she's talking babies to get people talking about her and Justin. T for T, honestly, maybe.
She's literally part of the T tribe.
Oh, no, I think so, too. Secret T tribe member, for sure.
You post in Daily Telegraph, and it's our video.
You know how she's a secret Swiftie? She's also a Secret T tribe member.
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious. So fun. I actually found a tweet from 2012 for our video. If you guys haven't watched it yet, you should go back and watch it after the morning tea, where she was like, is there anyone better than Taylor Swift? Or something like that. I was like, okay, anyway.
But her husband a gentleman, though.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. They also were on this little they spent some quality time together. She posted about it on her Instagram, and shockingly, Justin returned the favor and posted about it on his Instagram, saying, all he needs in his life is getaways with Hailey. Super cute. That's it.
Beautiful. Beautiful for the Biebers.
Goo goo for the Biebers.
Ooh.
Also, thank you, Laura. She said, I'm going to have the cutest baby ever. Thank you. I appreciate that. A little blonde mini-me. Okay, let's talk about Selena Gomez. She's continuing to live her best life, of course. Not giving a care in the world. She actually had roommates this summer, which I think
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, but I feel like that's so relatable and nice and cool that she admitted it. Now they've gone off to live by themselves. She's back to living by herself. And she just talked about how lucky she is to do life with these people. And I love that Selena is starting to slowly get personal again on Instagram.
I just love that Selena appears to really just be grateful that she's alive, period.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what's going on.
Well, she's gone through it.
There's an air of gratefulness.
You know what I also like about her? She doesn't use it as a crutch.
I agree.
Or as an excuse.
Yeah.
She talks about it openly. She discusses it, but it's never, like I said, it's never an excuse or a diversion. You know what I mean? It's more of like an ownership. Here's what I went through. Here's what I still deal with. And here's me just being happy and grateful.
And she doesn't do these things after a negative report about her comes out.
Very
or when
good
a
point.
rumor starts to swirl, she doesn't all of a sudden here she comes, my roommates, and look how
I love them.
Like she doesn't do that. It comes off very natural, very authentic. I'm supporting her.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I really, really like that she looks beautiful,
good
by the
eyebrow,
way.
too.
Okay, yeah. I like that she is sharing these little moments, because when she first came back to social media, if you guys remember, there were reports and it was like, she's only going to use it for promotional purposes. She's not really going to post any of her life. She doesn't really want to open that door again. But I feel like she's slowly starting to get comfortable, and I'm happy that fans are responding so positively, because the more that Selenators do this and other people, the more she'll be willing to share with us.
You know, Selena, I think she's a good role model.
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry if you disagree. I think that she's excellent. I think that I wish a lot of celebrities took a bunch of notes from her. Just in general, just in terms of how they operate with their fans, their social media. Selena be like, it's coming when it comes. Like Normani, it's coming when it comes.
Yeah.
Look at my roommate, and I got a good brow, and I'll see y'all in the fall. You know what I'm saying? And I like that.
And she's like, I know you're anxious for it.
Yeah.
I hear you. I reckon. Exactly what we said about when you reach out to somebody. You know what I mean? Just acknowledgement that we see you, we hear you, I'm working on it, you know?
She very much gives me wealthy auntie, just dropping by every 4 months, say hello, drop some gifts off, and bye.
I'm just
back to the Swiss Alps.
I'm hoping we get back to the Swiss Alps. We get 2 singles before the end of the year. Because I don't want to push it and say a whole album, but 2 singles, maybe.
We need that.
We need it.
We need that.
We need it, and not on September 30th.
Now, real quick, I want to ask y'all, and also, I keep seeing this rumor, and I don't believe it at all.
Okay.
But how would you feel? Taylor, Selena, Katie, 1 song. I know you're on Katie.
I don't feel very good.
You said I don't want Katie being on my Taylor. That's a lot.
No, I have been adamant about the Taylor.
For female power! For the women! Woman up!
You're saying that because I feel strongly about that. He's like, let me try to change your mind. I don't.
Come out strumming the guitar. All of a sudden, Katie burst through the curtain.
I don't want.
I could see it. You don't see it?
I mean, maybe if she has her ice cream bra on, I'll be into
They're going to
it.
give us a bang bang, maybe. Imagine.
I don't want her on. I really just want a Taylor, Selena, besties. We've been through it. We've always had each other's back. Loyalty.
So maybe we'll get Taylena and then Katie and Taylor on
exactly.
Time. Okay,
I'm
that's fair.
I'm still coming around to Katie and Taylor, okay? I'll admit,
Miriam
I was young when that all happened.
Miriam said, no, Katie's songs lately aren't good anymore.
Just
because it's over doesn't mean it's
That one's not bad. That one's not bad compared to like some of her stuff before that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like this newest one is like.
That last one was.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not my favorite.
Not my.
She wasn't Teenage Dream. I'll tell you.
She hasn't
Teenage
been
Dream
giving me any of my favorites since Teenage Dream, but whatever.
Yeah,
we all know
that.
that.
On one more time,
we all
Katie.
know that. Exactly. California Girls was a good era. Okay. We have Ashley saying please no. Marissa says those girls are a little out of her league. To be honest, girl power yes, but realistically, girls are cliquey. So LMAO can't sit with us selling Tay.
I want Katie to have some babies.
She's going to. There's rumors that she might because she's looking a little puffy, but I think she's just like in love and gained some like love pounds. Which
Last
is beautiful.
distracting thing, Maddison.
Yes.
You know who would make good music together one more time, and you're gonna disagree? Katy and Adele.
Katy Perry and Adele?
I think that they could make a hit.
Oh no! Don't
like
do
in
that
terms
to me.
of in terms of the charts, because Katy gives us good pop hook, and Adele always gives us the great lyrics.
I did read that Adele is like ready for new music now that she's gone through her divorce. She's like ready. Okay, I want Adele and Nicki Minaj. Adele loves Nicki Minaj. Come on, she loves her. She stands her. Or just honestly Adele on her own. I need a ballad. I want to be in my car, windows down, crying, singing at the top of my lungs. Like that's what I love Adele for.
I agree. We need that song. Like how Hello was everywhere. We couldn't get rid of Hello for like 2 years.
That's what we need. Hometown Glory. There's so many good songs from Adele that I love. Crazy for You. Oh, I could go on and on and on. Okay, you got me distracted.
Sorry,
you really
I'm sorry.
did that. You really did that. Adele and Sam Smith. Okay. Damn, that would be really good.
Adele and Post Malone, better.
Okay. Oh God, you guys are coming up with
good
ones.
I love crying because I would cry.
I love crying. Oh, so therapeutic and good for the
Post
soul.
Malone might get my coin.
And guess what? Crying is free. Crying is free.
Tea.
Okay, really quick, we have to get into Car Jenner tea time.
Car Jenner tea time.
First and foremost, let's talk about Chloe and those recent Instagram pictures because everyone is talking about them where she's in the pink, her blonde hair. She's looking very Madonna in my opinion.
Madonna.
Yeah, with like the super toned arms.
Okay.
And just a lot going on right here. Yes, that would be them.
This looks like Chloe to me.
Okay.
Leave this woman alone.
People are saying that they don't think it looks like Chloe. I mean, scroll through. It just
it's
I
more
think
than
she
one.
just looks like a little different. You know what I mean?
This is the one.
The second one,
This is the one.
the nose is looking really thin.
This is giving me a hee-hee. That's what it's giving me on the second one.
And she even limited the comments on the post, and it's still people are going in like.
What you did to this nose?
Not limited enough. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if that's that one, the last one,
Chloe,
where she's pulling her pants down a little bit. Like, is that just really good contour? Is that?
What is this?
What is it?
Y'all, what did Chloe?
I don't know. See, and then she posted videos.
She's over here like, look at this new schnoz. Look at her. She said, oh, y'all wish y'all could buy this. Whoo, she said, they had to break my nose in 4 places for this one.
Oh my God.
Look at her, she said,
I know.
I can sniff all the flowers now.
Maybe it was a deviated septum. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna make a comment, but I like the celebrity and I want to meet them one day, so I'm gonna leave it. But there are a bunch of celebrities that have some deviated septums, and they came back with a Chloe.
Yeah.
So
a lot of reality stars. That's always everyone's excuse. But whatever. You know,
I can't breathe. All of a sudden, I'm 30. I can't breathe.
For me, I'm just like. I would just own it and be like, yeah, what? I did. We have people say midlife crisis.
Oh, sorry. I'm out of the chat, y'all.
It looks like Chloe. Let's see. There's not enough contour. Okay, 2D is cracking me up.
What 2D said?
There is not enough contour west of the Mississippi to snatch that nose like that. Facts, hunty.
Maybe it's one of those injectable nose jobs. You know how they do
the non-surgical ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then if it is, we're going to see her nose go back in a few weeks.
Yeah.
I feel like the Car Jenners, they said, break this nose.
Or maybe benefit of the doubt. When she did her like Vogue Get Ready With Me video, she did say like sometimes like artists will contour her nose so much that it makes people say something, which, you know, last week people were saying something about her lips. So, I mean, yeah, I know. It's a lot. It's a lot. It is a
I'm
lot.
gonna show you a picture. Keep talking, but and don't say nothing.
Well,
I just
except
really need to say
I keep looking at it like, oh no.
Hang on. I know you know who I'm talking about. Hang on.
I don't like where this is going. The search that I'm seeing.
Because that's what it's from. Yes, her.
Okay, what is it?
Doesn't her forehead make you think of her?
No.
This is what she looked like. Or like she's on the way
turn
to.
your computer.
I can't because they're going to be mad. But hang on. Let me see if I can scroll down.
Basically, it was just, no, do not try. It's basically someone with a lot of plastic surgery.
Let me say that. Okay, so y'all know the Catwoman, right? Don't Chloe look like she could potentially, Leo, make sure you get this. Don't Chloe look like she could potentially one day, not now, but one day, give y'all meow meow?
No.
One day, maybe. No. You know what? We have the technology now, so she won't let it get this far.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Jocelyn, though.
Yeah, it's just, people are going off in the comments.
It's her face.
She
bought it?
I think people are just saying, like, own it. You know what I mean? Or just be like, I think people are looking for, contour got a little crazy today.
That's Madison, you bring up a very good point.
What?
Now, the Kardashians are famous for flipping controversies. Why don't they have a titanium steel brand deal with their favorite plastic surgeon?
I would be like, can I get 20% off?
Do you know how
Please.
changing parents might be upset.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's too bad.
I think if you have money and you want to change something on your face, go for it.
Yeah.
Take it. Trust me, if I could get the fat sucked out of my arms, I would do it.
The reason why I feel like who cares is because people will say, I hate when people say things like, but Chloe's a role model. No, mother, father, parental figure.
Right.
You're the role model.
Right.
So it's your job when you see Chloe come out with altered features to say, okay, daughter, son, what have you, maybe this happened, but you should love yourself first. Make that decision when you're old enough.
Once you have the money to pay for it, then we
go
can talk.
for it.
Yeah.
These celebrities are not your children's role model. I got a comment about that, about the Hot Girl Summer video. Nicki Minaj, all these celebrities, they're not your role models. You as a parent is a role model. Stop letting celebrities raise your kids and raise your own.
No, that's true.
I'm wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
I hate when people say that.
I think that you can look up to celebrities and want to emulate their career or emulate their path.
Exactly.
Like, I have people, that I look up to in the industry that I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to do what they did.
Yeah.
But I think to solely base like your character and what you wear and do and everything off one person is a lot.
I think that that's just like a very piss poor excuse. For hating on celebrities.
It is. Really quick though, because we're going over. Sorry.
Oh,
but we
sorry, I didn't realize.
We gotta talk about Sofia Richie and Kourtney Kardashian, you guys.
They're gonna kill us,
sorry. But after all of this time, after 2 years plus of Scott and Sofia dating, Sofia finally started following Kourtney on Instagram after all this time.
They must have just filmed the finale.
Their friendship is Instagram official. Do we think this is coincidental, being that it happened right before the season premiere on Sunday?
Yeah, because the season...
Yes, Kourtney, say it louder for the bad parents in the back.
Raise your kids. I think that this is the season finale.
Okay, we're going to see
we know it's going to have a happy ending.
Okay, Sofia,
they're going to go off on a vacation together and run off in the sunset.
Sofia's going to make her Keeping Up debut. Are you calling it?
I think so.
Okay.
Sophia, it's time. And we got Kanye on the show now. Girl,
well, and I feel like if she wants to solidify her status of, I'm not going anywhere, I'm sticking around, we're going to have to see her, especially because the whole season is going to be geared around, are Kourtney and Scott going to find their way back together?
Yeah.
So I think if she wants to really solidify her status as Scott's girlfriend and like being a part of the family, she's going to have to come on. And Kylie's best friend, like all of this stuff. So maybe you're right. Maybe this is
time,
the hint. This is the hint. She didn't think anyone would notice because she follows like 500 people, but no.
Oh, we always watch.
We always notice. You ain't
gotta worry about that, Sophia. We got our eyes on you.
Always. So this is definitely something to keep an eye on, of course.
Definitely.
And something that we can talk about later today. You guys know you can catch us on Daily Rewind later this afternoon. We also have stories coming out all throughout the day, so make sure you're checking in on those as well and watching them and sharing them and growing the T Tribe so it can be bigger and bigger and bigger and take over the internet, take over YouTube.
Take it over.
Yes, because it is the best community. Because we're really fun and
it's
everyone's really
best
supportive.
Community. Say it with your whole chest, Madison Hill.
It's the best.
It's the best community.
Yes,
and ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
I'm sticking my. Oh, I just punched you in the face.
No.
I said I was sticking my little ones out there.
I got glasses on and I
I
goggles.
punched you in the face, you guys.
You're fine.
Also, I will not be here tomorrow. The vegan queen will be taking over for me just for tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
no need to stress. I have a wedding, of course, that I need to go to. Surprise.
The wedding dasher.
The wedding. So I will be back on Monday, though. No stress. But please make sure you're tuning in. Give the vegan queen some love tomorrow. Courtney will still be here.
I'll be here.
Holding down the fort.
I'll
So
hold
tune
it
in
down.
tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we'll see you later today for Daily Rewind. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, Twitter. You know which one's our specialties. Make sure you're following us everywhere and shop in that Hollyscoop store. And we'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Hey.